Okay, I'm sitting in an M2, and I just want to show you how you know you're in manual mode or you're in automatic, because it's a little confusing and drives me crazy, when someone over revs their car. So I'm gonna put the car in drive, and this is an M2 I'm sitting in, a 2023 M2. So this gear lever, you want to hit it to the right, of course, and it puts you in drive. Because right now you're just seeing the star. This star is the gear lever itself. So if I move it to the right, it goes to drive. It says D and S is red. And then up here it says D, but it says 1 because we're in gear number 1. And as you start driving, that gear will go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about this dusty screen, by the way. My goodness. The trees just got done. But yeah, so you'll see here the number will go up and down, but the D will be right next to it. But if you want to be in manual mode, you could either hit this gear lever to the right again, and you could see that these two lit up in red as well. So that means that you're in manual, and the D up here disappeared. You see the D? And so you could pull on this thing and it'd take you to the next gear, like a sequential gearbox in a rally car or a drift car. It won't go past 2 because I'm sitting still. So I'll hit it back to the right again, and now you're back to regular drive because the plus and the minus are not glowing anymore. And now the D is back. Wow. You know what I noticed too? Our drive logic changed when I put it in manual mode. Did you notice that? Here, I'll put it back. Now we have 3. It's like in manual mode, it jumps you straight to aggressive shifting, which kind of explains how my M340 shifts. I think it does that as well. A lot of BMWs, I think, do it. But in the M cars, it shows you how savage your transmission is going to shift, and how quick and how responsive it'll be, how long it'll hold the gear as well, because it holds the gear up here around 2 grand when you have it all on 3. So I'll put us back to regular drive, and then another way to get into manual is to hit the minus paddle. See the minus? This is a plus to go up a gear, a minus to go down. So when you're driving, you're in regular D, just hit the minus. The D didn't disappear. You know what that means? That means that this car is going to eventually put itself back to drive when you are driving in a leisurely fashion. You could hold the plus, it'll put it back to regular drive. See, the D is lit up. So what I'm noticing here is whatever is white is what you're on. So let's say I hit this thing to the right again, and the plus and the minus are back, meaning we're in manual mode. The D disappeared. This means you're going to be in manual the entire time. The car will not put itself back to drive if you've been driving in a leisurely fashion in manual, meaning your foot isn't all the way in the accelerator, you're just kind of driving along in a normal fashion, and the car will not shift. It'll just keep going. But if I hit it back to the right, the D is glowing again, and it took us back to the first line there, which is how aggressive the car is going to shift. And you can always change that with your drive logic button. So let's put 2. There's 2. There's 3. 2 is my favorite when I'm in the mood. 3 is a little too aggressive for me, but we all have different tastes. So let's put that back. So we're regularly in drive, and if you hit this minus while you're driving, because you will accidentally one day while you're touching this blinker stick. I always tell people, if you touch this blinker stick, you're gonna hit this paddle accidentally one day because you're excited to make your turn, and as soon as you hit the paddle, it goes to manual mode. And you can see the D is still up here because it'll eventually put itself back to drive, but you can initiate back to drive by holding the plus. All right. Well, I hope that helped. Thank you for watching, and we'll just keep doing more. Thank you. Have a great day.